y'all, Bridget Bartlett here with My Vision Agency, and today I am going to show you how you can create a chat widget like this one with a custom field inside the chat widget and customize with all of your brand colors. So we're going to use HighLevel to do this. So if you're not a HighLevel customer yet, you can go to myvisionagency.com. You can sign up for our free community here, or you can sign up for HighLevel here and you'll receive a free membership in our reseller program. You can also join our reseller program here if you're a current HighLevel customer. Now, inside of the account, you can go to the sites and you'll see under chat widget the settings to create your chat widget. But before we do that, we actually want to create that custom field. So I'm going to go into the settings here. We're going to scroll down to custom fields, and we want to create that custom field here. So we need to decide, do we want this to be like a one-line text where they have to fill in the text? Do we want it to be a multi-line where they're going to add lots of data, basically like a comment section? Or do we want to add a text box list, a number, a phone, monetary value, a drop-down single option, drop-down multiple option, radio select, checkbox, date picker? You could have them upload a file or even add a signature here. Now, what I want to do is choose a drop-down single, and that's what this is here. So we're just choosing where it's going to click here, and then it will give them the option to choose one. So let's go back here. We're going to choose single drop down and next. Now I want to choose what is the question going to be. Now in my example, it's are they a current Go High Level customer? That's important to my program because we have different options for people who are not currently high level customers and people who are current high level customers. So I'm going to ask this here. Are you a current Go High Level customer? I'm going to choose where do I want this to be placed. We'll say the contacts here, and then we'll choose a group. I'll just say the contact group. And then we want to give our variations here. So the answers are going to be yes or no. And save. So now we've created that custom field. Let's go back to our chat widget here, and you'll see that you have a default chat widget. Let's just create another one from scratch. You'll see that you have the all-in-one chat here, and this allows you to integrate WhatsApp, live chat, email, SMS, chat, all in one place. You also have the SMS or email chat, and it will collect the visitor's information so that you can respond to them via SMS or email. You can also use the live chat. So this is two-way conversation within the chat widget. It's great for Teams 24/7. You can also use this with the conversation AI. And then you have the WhatsApp chat, which is integrated conversation with WhatsApp there. Okay, so in this case, we're just going to use the simple SMS email chat. So I'm going to click select. And then now inside of the widget here, you'll see that this is what we're working with so far. Okay, pretty basic. And what we want to do is click here for the style. So we can add that chat prompt or we can remove it. You can see the different options here that you can choose from. You can add the chat icon, or you can even upload your own from the media gallery here. You can choose the theme. Of course, I like to choose purple, or you can even add your own colors here based on your branding. So if I wanted to add my color palette, of course, I want to go to Canva. Now, I talk about this all the time, how I like to store my brand colors in Canva. This just makes it really easy for me to always find. So I'm just going to take this color here. I'm going to copy this hex code, and let's just go ahead and use this here. All right, so now I've added that color here. We can even change the header here if we want to, and really get this customized to our own brand. Now, we might want to switch up the colors, not make it all purple, but you get the point here, okay? As we change all of these things, you will see it change on the side. So we're building out the style here. Okay, so now we have our typography. So what is the font that you want to choose? Let's see if they have sans. Okay, so we'll just choose, actually, let's just choose this one, Roboto. We can choose the visitor message text color, AI agent message text color, header. You can really get this customized to your own specifications. You have the welcome message here. Hi there, have a question, text us here. That's what shows up here when you see the little bubble. And then you can also enable a greeting. So when you come back here and you've already responded, or the website visitor has already messaged you here, it will actually say welcome back and recognize their name. You can also customize the widget here and allow the avatar image, or you could just completely remove that. You could also add your own image here, or your logo, or whatever you want to add here to replace that. You can also set the different dimensions here if you want it to be auto, which I highly recommend, or you can even create your own custom dimensions here. And you can position the widget. So do you want this to be in the bottom right corner, the top left corner? You can see as we click here, it will move around. So you can choose however you want that to be placed on the website. Now you want to go to the chat widget here, and you can see that we can add the title here. So you'll see have a question. That's where this is here. Enter your question below and a representative will get back to you. You can customize that. That's what's going to show up here. Now you'll see the contact form options. Now this is the part where we want to add our custom field that we just created. Now you can see the message here. It says add up to 5 fields. Name is mandatory and you must provide either an email or a phone. If neither is selected, phone will be auto added. So if you only want to text, you can choose the phone, and you'll see there is no email here. So if we want to add email, we can just click here to select email. Now we have 4 fields already. We have one more that we can use, and we want to use the custom field that we created. Are you a current Go High Level customer? Now you can see when we've added that, you'll see our drop down, our single drop down, and you can select one of the answers here, okay? Now you can also customize what the button says here, and you can even redirect here. So maybe you want them to be redirected once they've submitted the form to your website or your free community or whatever it is that you want to send them to. You can add that redirect link there. You also have some additional options here. You can add your own agency branding. You can see mine says powered by My Vision Agency, and you can have the link there. So you can see if I click there, it'll go to my website. You can also use the consent checkbox for HIPAA if your business is required to fall under HIPAA requirements. Then you can also choose this option here, selected if HIPAA consent checkbox will be checked by default during the submission, and then you have a legal disclaimer here. Now you also have the messaging here, so you can add your customer support contact number, the acknowledgement. One of our representatives will get back to you shortly. You can see what that looks like here. And then you can also change the little check mark here. So if you don't want it to be green, maybe we want it to be our purple, even though we have used a lot of purple here, you can see how you can change that there, and you can even change what it looks like as well, okay? You can change the language that your chat widget is in, and you can choose from any of these languages here. And you can even just choose the location language or the website language, and then it will auto register what language that is in. Once you get that set up, what you want to do is click Save. And if you want to use this chat widget on a website outside of HighLevel, you can click here to get the code, and you can just embed that into the code widget on the website there. Now, if you want to use this inside of a HighLevel website, what you want to do is go out here. You're going to go to the funnels. And if I wanted to use it on one of these funnels here, let's say this one, for example, I can go into the settings. You'll see here, chat widget, and you just want to select the chat widget that you want to be attached to this website. So if we save here and we go back to our steps and we open up this page, now you'll see our chat widget down here, and you will see that we have our button here. Now you can rearrange these buttons if you want to. If you wanted this to be up there, you could. You would just select it in the order that you want it to show. But there's the button, and you can see they can select and fill out all of the information. Now, when they fill that out, what's going to happen is they're going to go into your contacts area automatically. But if you want to have a response to them, or you want to have some type of automation built in, what you want to do is go to the Automations tab, and you want to create a workflow. Let's just start from scratch. And then your trigger for this workflow is going to be customer reply channel, chat widget. Now you can do anything that you want here. If you want to send an email, you could go ahead and type out that email here. You could also choose some if else conditional logic here. So we'll say if else, and this is really where that custom field comes in handy. So are they a GHL customer? Select contact details. And let's scroll down here until we see our question. Are you a current Go HighLevel customer? So what we're doing here is we're saying when they fill out the chat widget, then we're going to send them through this filter. So did they answer that they are a HighLevel customer? If they did, we're going to say, are they a HighLevel customer? And then they chose yes. Then we're going to choose this option, right? Now we could create another branch here, but it's really redundant because we always have this none branch, or what I call like the dump branch. Okay. So if the website visitor has filled out the chat widget and they have said that they are a current HighLevel customer, then it's going to go down this branch. So I'm going to save action so you can see what I mean. It's going to go down this branch. If they answered anything else, which the only other option would be no, then they're going to go down this branch. So this comes in really handy because if I want to send out a special email for those who answered yes, then I can do that here. So I would say, hey there, whatever their first name is. And remember, I got their first name because they entered that into the form. I see you are a current GHL customer. Then I want to say all the things about our reseller program and all the benefits that they have for joining our reseller program as a current HighLevel customer. I want to use the form on my chat widget to segment them out so that I'm making sure I'm responding to them in the best way according to the answers on my chat widget. Once you have this set up, you want to go ahead and click save. I would definitely give this a name so that you know you can come back to this. Also, another thing, you want to make sure that the allow retry is on here. It's toggled on, and it is toggled on by default. But if you don't have this toggled on, then it will make it to where this workflow will only work one time per customer. And we want that to be every single time. If you have any questions at all, feel free to go inside of the community tab. If you're a reseller in our program, you want to go to the events calendar. You can click on today's date to join me in open office hours. If you're in our free community, you can go to that event calendar and you can join us as well. If you're not a member of our free community or our reseller program, you can go to myvisionagency.com. You can sign up here to join for free. You can also click here to create a HighLevel account and you'll get a free membership inside of our reseller program. If you're a current HighLevel customer, you can click here to join directly. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you in open office hours. Go make your vision a reality.